but I'd love to get your opinion on disclosure and when we disclose, and because you've got a very unique perspective of this.
Yeah. Well, I think, I lived this first through my dad, and who's a well-known actor.
And for people who don't know, your father is
Ed
Asner, very famous actor.
It was interesting because I come from the school where disclosure is everything. So my feeling is, if it's there, for awareness sake, get out there and say, my child has autism.
Yeah.
We need to draw attention to this. And I know it's a slippery slope, because a lot of people think, oh, well, I don't want my life to be about that. I don't want my profession to be about that. I don't want to, I don't want to live my life, just dealing with that.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to deal with it on your own. But my dad is the kind of guy that really, didn't think twice about it.
Yeah.
He said, I need to learn more about this. I need to talk about it. We need to get out there and make sure that parents understand what it is and what to look for. And he didn't think twice about it. Mm-hmm. And so he rubs off on me a little bit. So I see him as a hero for that, because it's difficult. People have a hard time stepping out. And because it's a painful thing.
Yeah.
For a lot of parents. And when a parent is dealing with this, I've spoken to a lot of people who I'm not going to name, but they don't want to come out. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to let the world know that their child has autism, because it's painful for them. But I think awareness is everything. So I applaud Susan Boyle for coming out and talking about it, because it's something that I think a lot of people might see as a weakness, and unfortunately.
Yes, unfortunately.
And it's certainly not. But I think it's great that she's talking about it.
Yeah,
I think it's great that Daryl Hannah talked about it.
I think it's great that she did too. And there was, it'll be interesting to see with Susan if there's a backlash for her. There certainly was for Daryl Hannah. There were people who came forward and said, we don't think she has autism. And I thought,
now who said that?
How nice. It was reported that somebody who had worked with her before, I don't know whether it was an ex-manager or agent or whatever, who said, that's preposterous. And I thought, well, how nice for you that you got a degree in diagnosing autism. Exactly. Which mail order school did you get that from?
Exactly.
I had no idea you were an expert.
So there were really people who criticized her for that.
No, there were people who said we disagree. But that always happens.
Yeah.
People are like that. But I think that it just adds when people do disclose. But it is a very personal choice.
Yeah, it is. I think. But like I said about my dad, there was really no second thought. He's that type of person, though. He's the type of person that if he thinks he can help people, he will come out and talk about it, even if it creates pain in his life for him. Yeah. He will come out and say something, because he feels, as do I, that the most important thing is that we get on a road to taking care of ourselves. And that's part of it. Part of it is all about knowledge. Knowledge is power. And you can't have knowledge if you're hiding behind a curtain.
There you go.